Hi everyone, it's Erica back on the Altenew YouTube channel, and today we are going to go texture crazy. Yes, we are. So we are going to use the Essential Textures Delightfully Dotty press plate. Now with this, you can obviously use it with a better press system, or you can hot foil it with like a glimmer hot foil system, but we're going to do none of that today. No, we are going to use it actually as like a embossing folder. So this gorgeous texture is going to look fabulous on white cardstock. So I have a bit of a problem with white cardstock. I just like, not a problem with white cardstock itself, but white space on a card. I am just not good at it. So to counteract that, I am quite actively adding texture to my white space on my cardstock, on my cards, because it makes it feel less naked. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So we're going to use like a silicone mat and then also like an adapter plate. This is called an embossing plate. Now, if you have a newer system with the Platinum 6, you might have to use the gray Platform D or Plate D, something like that, adapter plate D. But however you do it, make sure you check the instruction booklet on for your die cutting machine on how to actually create an embossing sandwich. Now, look at that texture. Isn't that so cool? So you get different looks, you know, both one on the front and one on the back. So you decide which one you like the best. Now, I did make two. And these we're going to use both of them, but not like on top of each other or make two different cards. We are going to take one. And then the second one, we are going to chop it in half very creatively at a bit of an angle. Yes, we're not going to do a straight across like box rectangular bits here. No. We're going to slide your cardstock into your trimmer, and then we're going to go at a bit of an angle so that we get a nice like modern cut. I don't know what is more modern to, or to me anyway, to go at an angular, but I just think it's just nice. So this is going to be essentially our card base, and then on the back of the little piece there, we're going to add a little bit of instant dimension foam tape because layers are life. And we are going to create a box where we are going to pop some flowers into. So we are going to put those aside for now, and we are going to grab the Craft the Flower Gladiolus set. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful set, and it actually has on the back of it, it has like cardstock suggestions, or it tells you which ones they have used for the front. So we are going to grab Frosty Pink, Pink Diamond, also Puffy Heart. I love this pink. It's such a good pink. We are going to grab a Rubelite as well as Berrylicious. Now I did have to make a couple of substitutes because I don't have olive cardstock. So I'm going to actually substitute it with two different ones. So we're going to add Forest Glade and Grass Field because, you know, it's nice to have two different shades of green. Now there is also one more or two more cardstocks here. So the Misty Moor, I don't have that. So we're going to substitute in Citronella. And then I don't have a Dromeda cardstock either. And it's a really dark purpley color. But I had this little scrap of blue cardstock. So I thought, you know what? We're going to use that. And it's literally just for like the little stamens in the middle of the flower. So I thought, hey, I had this little piece and let's make use of it. See, saving all those little scraps will come in handy one day. Now, I did skip all of the die cutting because I did end up having to do quite a lot of like creative cutting of my cardstock to make sure that I got all of the pieces in the right color. Now, that was the tricky part. Now, the simple part is putting these together because of the clever keyhole system. All you have to do is line up your puzzle, set aside the pieces with the same symbol on them, and then a lot of the times they will actually even have numbers on them, so there's no like guessing in this. This is the simplest card making or like crafting that you can do. It is foolproof, it really is. So this is all in real time as well, by the way, so there's no fast forward just yet. We will go a little bit faster in some bits later on, but for now this is all in real time. Now this piece did confuse me a little bit. I'm like, oh, I don't know where this one went, and it's very possible that it might have come from another flower. So I ended up having to grab the back of this and my old lady eyes and try to figure out where it was coming from. But don't worry, I did figure it out in the end. So, but on 2 of these flowers as well, there are extra pieces because they both have 2 different options on how you can layer the flowers up. So there is 3 flowers, but you could essentially end up with 5. So they would all look slightly different. So 2 of them would obviously look somewhat similar, but have just sort of like a final detail that is slightly different. So 5 for 3, 5 for 1. Nope. I don't know what I'm trying to say now. But anyway, we are going to skip ahead a little bit and we're going to get gluing. Yes. Now, I'm not going to bore you by sitting here and making you watch all of the gluing, but just to kind of show you how easy it is. All you need is a liquid glue and a little bit of patience. And if you have old lady eyes like me, a pair of readers or something that will make you be able to see up close will be very helpful. Just saying, take it from me. Don't suffer, let me suffer for you. Anyway, right. So while I'm jibber jabbering on and just gluing away like a little maniac here, what I wanted to say as well about the greenery. So like in nature, normally you will find, you know, shades of colors. It's very, very rare that you'll find something that is just pure one color, like the same color everywhere. And I like having a couple of different shades, especially for greenery, to kind of just make everything kind of seem a little bit more natural. But now we have gotten to the stage where everything is glued together and we are actually going to start putting our card together. So on the back of this cut off piece, we are going to add a little bit of instant dimension foam tape. Now don't cover the whole thing because we need the top bit to be open so that we can like pop our flowers and our greenery into it. Now if for whatever reason you forget and you add too much foam tape on there, don't worry about it. You can just trim off your pieces as you're putting them onto your card. But I mean, I am a big proponent for let's puzzle and see what we like. And if you don't have press and seal, this stuff is genius, by the way. You'll probably find it in like the household, like kitchen aisle in the grocery stores. This stuff is brilliant. But if you don't have press and seal, what you can do is you puzzle and then you take a picture on your phone and then you puzzle again, try a different layout, take another picture, or do this as many times as you want. And then you compare the pictures and see which one you like the best, or if you like different elements from different designs, and then you put your card together like that. I have a number of people that tell me that they just have this kind of, the puzzling part takes them the longest because they overthink everything. And what is really important to remember is that this is creativity. This is like, there's no right or wrong really. So whether you create something that you absolutely love, or whether you create something that you're thinking, I could have done better, you learn something from each one. So sometimes it's actually the failures or the things that go wrong that teach us more than the things, you know, when things go right. So don't beat yourself up about if you have kind of those tendency of doing that, because it's all part of the process, and eventually you will get past that, I think. But if not, there's always videos to watch and like inspiration to be had. So don't beat yourself up about it. Enjoy this wonderful hobby that we have and just let your creativity have some fun. Now, this is the best part about press and seal, is the peel and reveal. So you did notice maybe that one of the flowers kind of popped up, but because it's stuck to the press and seal, all I had to do was add a little bit more glue and then we're there. It's not going anywhere. Now, I did have another idea. So I thought it would be a shame to let this piece go to waste. So this didn't work out super great, not as I planned. However, it wasn't a mistake. I learned something from it. So I thought, let's try cutting this thank you from the Timeless Sentiment die set out of that textured little spare piece. Because I thought it would be nice, right? It would be really nice. Now, what I kind of forgot or didn't take into account is the fact that, you know, when you run something through your die cutting machine, it doesn't just cut it out, it also flattens it pretty heavily. So I went from a really nice textured piece to a somewhat flattish piece. Like, you know, it's not flat like if it didn't have any texture on it whatsoever, but we are gonna make it work. Yes, so this is just another layer of texture. So we're also going to grab some of the gorgeous glitter cardstock in citrine. And I thought it would look really nice with that thank you layered up behind the white as like a glittery gold shadow. Now, full disclosure, I did also cut out a piece using the shadow piece, and I tried that as well, but I feel like it just was a little bit too big. It took up like a little bit too much. So this is the sentiment that we're actually gonna end up using. So the gold is just kind of peeking out from behind the thank you, like the white thank you there, but it's enough to kind of just give it a little bit of interest and detail. Now, this is nice, right? You know, we could have stopped there, but are we? No, we're not. No, we're not. So we're going to add some gem sparkles and we're gonna bring it to Blinktown. Now, I thought maybe the Nebula gem sparkle mix could be fun because there's a little bit of green, there's a touch of blue because of the little stamen bits, and also a lot of different shades of pink. And then I thought, I do also really like the look of the mother of pearls. So I took them both out of the packet and I kind of placed them on top the card with, obviously they're on the acetate sheet, so you can kind of see like through that, is this going to work, is it not going to work? And I gotta say, I kind of surprisingly, considering like how much I'm like adverse to like white space, instantly, like as soon as I put that sheet of mother of pearl gem sparkles on top, I was like, yeah, this is the winner, this is the one, we're gonna go for it. And I really went for it. I mean, I really went for it. But because they are that sort of white iridescent, they just kind of blend into the card, and I absolutely love how this turned out. This card is actually based on this one on the right. So I made that one first with the Craft of Flower Larkspur. So the pink one is the Craft of Flower Gladiolus, and beautiful set, love it. And this is the Larkspur set. So this was the original card. And I did really like how that turned out, but as you can see, it's quite sort of like toned down compared to this one with the gladiolus and the sparkles and the, yeah. So I would love to hear which one you like the best. If you found anything in this video particularly like helpful, or if there's anything that you want more help with when it comes to my videos. But that is it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon again. Bye for now.
Hello there. Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.